Today we're talking about how to do a similar mobilization that we did with the lacrosse ball, but using more direct pressure on that first rib from more of a top-down approach, right? We're coming down into it a little bit more to try to get it to mobilize a little bit better. We're going to be using a broom, dowel, PVC pipe, whatever you have on hand, an object that can kind of keep that force coming down. As you can see, we're using a sandbag here to kind of anchor it down, but you can totally do this in the corner of a room. You can have a super friend kind of help you out where they're putting their, they're stepping on it or they're holding it down for you, or you can use a plate, anything weighted to keep that end down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be coming basically into the exact same spot since we're attacking that first rib. I wanna be coming straight in from the top of that trap, coming down onto those ribs to try to get them to coordinate better as we go through our arm motion, our neck motion, and our breathing exercises, okay? So, coming down onto the dowel, what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna use my free hand to basically hold the dowel in the right spot. I can also pull in to get a little bit more on top of that rib. You might need, depending on which end of the broom or dowel or the PVC pipe if it has any sharp edges, you might need to use a rag or towel or something to kind of cover up those sharp spots, but we're gonna drive our legs up, right? So now I have a lot of pressure going into there, and I'm gonna do the exact same motions that we did with that lacrosse ball. I'm creating some flexion in the shoulder. I'm creating rotation in the neck, and I'm breathing. Out of all of them, the breathing is going to be the most important due to the fact that we're getting those muscles that articulate that rib to activate as much as they can. Definitely a little more intense, especially if, again, we have some sharper edges on the piece of equipment that you're using. So make sure to keep in mind that that may be a possibility, may be something that you have to account for. Same idea though with that lacrosse ball. Minute or two, once or twice a day, will help get those ribs to kind of really calm down and create some plasticity, create some dynamicness in that system so that it's not 100% solid all the time.